So let's x-ray the match that was played yesterday right there at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium involving the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Zimbabwe national team, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria were head to a 1-1 draw right there at Uyo. Now, the chances of the Super Eagles of Nigeria qualifying to the World Cup 2026 has been dealt a very great blow. Why? Because they were head to a 1-1 draw yesterday right there at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, and the Nigerian fans they were all angry as far as to the entire team and the officials, or the coaching crew of the Nigerian national team. That's the men of Eric Chile. We are very angry for that late equalizer, 90-minute equalizer by the Zimbabwean national team right there in Uyo. They shattered the heart of all Nigerians yesterday as far as the World Cup qualifying series matches is what is concerned. Now, let's look at the performance. Let's look at the performances of these boys. Talking about that, let's talk about that goal that was conceded in the 90th minutes of play by the Nigerian national team, where you have the skipper. Everybody were blaming Truce Ekong for that goal, that he didn't do. He should have done better to actually salvage that particular striker from scoring that particular goal that makes it 1-1 at 90th minute. But it is what it is. It is a game of football. You never can say never until the last whistle or the last minute of the game, because the Super Eagles were here to a 1-1 draw, and South Africa are currently leading that particular table with 6 fat points. It therefore means that the hope of the Super Eagles of Nigeria qualifying to the next World Cup competition that will be hosted next year has been dealt a very shambolic blow. Now, Victor Osimhen is one player that is you can't mark out in a game of football. Even right there in Galatasaray, where he played his international football. Yesterday we saw the man with his resilience and with his power. Now Victor Osimhen gave everything he has whenever it comes to the game of the world round leather football, or whenever it comes to the game of football. Victor Osimhen scored that fantastic goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 74 minutes, but they blew the chances at exactly 90th minutes. Will the Super Eagles still qualify? What are the chances of the Super Eagles of qualifying to the next Mundial? It's a big question for Eric Chile, and the Super Eagles men will answer at the end of the year, when the qualifying series will come to an end as far as the World Cup qualifying matches is concerned. But one player that actually gave class, that actually distinguished himself in that particular match, is no other player but the man they call Victor James Osimhen, the Galatasaray man. The man was everywhere, and the man was even furious when the Zimbabwe national team actually equalized that particular goal to make it 1-1. But Truce Ekong and the likes of Wilfred Ndidi, and you see that player that was played off opposition. I'm talking about Bright. Now, I would have essentially expected that the coach would have been able to play Olai Aina, at the at the right back, but we were surprised to see Olai Aina playing from the left back, which to me wasn't really pleasant to me as a sport analyst. Why? Because I know that most of the Zimbabwe national team actually has that